Your friendly storyteller, Sadiq here. uh, Feeling good today. Feeling good today. Oh, almost died. That's what they said. But okay, so let's get into what we are thinking about this morning. Last night, the Jarahi community, Iqban, uh, there was a little softbet live stream in their gathering, and they talked about the two names, Jalal and Jamal. And the two attributes of Allah, very, very important attributes amongst the 99 names of Allah. And and it was spoken like the Jalal, which is very outward, has to be used to awaken, and then as things go on, you turn that Jalal into Jamal, and you unite it in raising your level of, I guess, existence. You can become more human, more Panafi Sheikh, Panafi Allah, Panafi whatever. But that's one aspect of Jalal and Jamal. This one is something that I've lived with for many, many years. These three attributes, Jalal, Jamal, Kamal. From what I have been guided, that in Tariqat, the Sheikh, you have a Sheikh, he's either a Jamali Sheikh or a Jalali Sheikh. One is soft, one is hard. Here's a story, we'll tell you right now, a little tiny story that we remember. Hazrati Mevlana, when he was alive in Konya, there was a young man who wanted to become a dervish. And in those days, you would go to a friend that you know and say that you have inclination to become a dervish, and if you can persuade your friend to put your name forth to the sheikh, and they would do that, and the sheikh will ask questions and say, well, okay, he could come in and we'll see. He'll come for 3 months and as a test, because in those days there was a chiller on them. You would go in for 3 years, 3 months, and 3 days before you were accepted. And so this man came and was with the sheikh, and he was given the order. He was given a back room, where he could come down to the kitchen, and his job was to take out the garbage. And on Juma night, when they would go to make zikr Allah, he was permitted after a while to sit outside the door of the Maidan so that he could hear the zikr. Well, as time goes on, he seemed to be very good, and the sheikh called him and said, well, we have made a decision that we will extend a hand to you. And in doing that, it's your job to go out and get the meat and cook the meal. And then later you will partake of your first zikr Allah. Well, what happened was this. The man had a secret. The man was a thief. He would steal chickens. He was stealing, and he was a thief. So he had no money, and he had to get meat. to cook the meal. So he went out, in the only way he knew, he went out and he stole the meat, stole the sheep. Coming down the stairs while this food is being cooked, Hazrat Mevlana, radiallahu anhu, he can't fool the sheikh. As soon as he got near the kitchen, he smelled this meat that was stolen. Oh, he called in the dervish. He says, "This is not halal. This is not permitted. We cannot accept him." And he sent him away. Now, time goes on. The poor boy, he was crying because now he's not going to become a dervish. But now everyone knows that he's a thief. Well, he couldn't take it anymore, so he moved to another town, to Hassan al-Basri, I think it was. I'm not quite sure. Don't remember. So he's in another town, and this sheikh is more Jamali, more open. He doesn't yell and soft. And so he goes to a friend in that town, and he becomes a muhib and of the other order. And when he becomes a muhib, then he's asked to cook the meat, and he again stole it. But this time the sheikh overlooks it, and he got hand, and he becomes finally a dervish. He's so happy. So he goes home to visit his family, and he runs into Hazrat Mevlana and his son, and they're walking down the street, and he runs up to Mevlana, and he says, "Do you remember me?" And of course the sheikh remembers him. The sheikh says, "Yes, I remember you. He says, "Well, you didn't accept me, but Hazrat so-and-so accepted me, and now I'm a dervish." He said, "Oh, mashallah, I'm so happy that you're a dervish." he said, "You know, there are some people who are like Jalal, like I am, who only looks for the absolute purity in a person with limited faults. Then there's the Jalal person. You see, your sheikh is so much higher than me because he can accept everything. He can accept all the bad people without him hurting his own self. For me, when I am in that situation, I get very much hurt. So I bless you, and may you have a good stay and learn much in the tariqat." So isn't that nice? That nice and sweet. There's Jalal and there's Jamal. Well, when I was young.